For coming today. I am hoping by having you here that I can inspire you and plant seeds of knowledge, plant seeds of confidence and leadership in all of you to better yourselves in your boot camp performances, as well as maybe to inspire you to one day organize your own boot camp. Boot camps, very popular these days. There has to be at least 10 types of franchises now for boot camps available. In community bulletins, there's usually a few boot camps going on in the communities. And then in private, there's quite often just through word of mouth these days you hear about boot camps. So we're here to talk about indoor and outdoor boot camps and just some of the different issues surrounding boot camps, what they're all about. I am Gloria Vaughn. I am a CampFit Pro certified personal trainer and fitness instructor. I've been 9 years in the fitness industry now. Feels like 20. My experience is a wide variety of clients in both personal and group settings. I love working with people, and I'm so lucky to do what I do. We've got just under and over 1 million people in the teens working out in their leisure time. We've got over 1.5 million in the age group 20 to 34. That age group is probably caught up in the trendy types of exercises out there. They're going with the flow right now. So they hear boot camp, they're like, well, we're in on it because that's the cool thing to do right now. The next age group really surprised me, and I have brainstormed and thought of a lot of ideas on how can we reach this age group more. Age 35 to 44, just over 1 million people, female and male, working out in their leisure time or doing physical activity in their leisure time. Can anybody think of why maybe that group is shorter? Pardon me, sorry?
Same thing.
Children?
I was going to say family life.
Family life, yeah.
Kids
family.
are probably into sports by that age group, so they're more concentrated on their kids than
They're more
themselves.
concentrated, yeah, on their kids and their social lives, their work lives, their careers. I was also thinking that perhaps this group has yet to experience any issues with their own physical health. And so they're still taking advantage of the fact that they're healthy. They would like to work out, they don't have to work out though, and they have other priorities right now. But what happens is that when we do age, if we don't use it, we lose it. We start to decay, so we really do need to keep our physical activity up. There's a lot of people we can tap into in that group still. The next group, age 44 to 64, some of them are baby boomers now, some of them are almost baby boomers. These people got it going on. Over 2 million females and over 2 million males are working out now. They probably have teenage or grown-up children. They have more money to spend. They're a little more financially secure. They're probably a little bit more secure in their careers now. And now they're starting to realize, too, I better start taking care of myself or things are not going to work for me. Or they might just love physical activity, too. You'd be surprised because they love boot camp too. They love the challenge. They're comfortable within themselves to say when they've had enough and they want to slow down, stop. Participants. So who is participating in boot camps these days? Anyone? Everyone is, yeah. We've got our really physically fit people. Look at her abs. Gorgeous abs. She's working out hard, and she'll probably be in boot camp pushing herself as hard as she can. We've got our Weight Watchers, and people that want to lose body weight, body fat, people that have hopes and dreams. If I go to your boot camp, I'm going to get more fit, I'm going to start losing weight. This is going to become my lifestyle now. We've got athletes, so I'm going to call this guy an athlete. So people that participate on teams or play hockey in the winter, they might want to come to a summer boot camp just to keep in shape. We've also got our gym, I call them the gym rats, or the guys pumping iron. And that people that traditionally don't do running and cardiovascular activity, and they want to jump on that bandwagon as well and say, well, let me try and see what it's all about, what this fitness craze is, these boot camps are. Indoors boot camps, outdoor boot camps. What are they all about? What's the differences? I just wanted to highlight some of the positive aspects of indoor and outdoor boot camps. Indoors, we can use more sports equipment like BOSU balls and stability balls. We can use steps and risers to get up, climbing up over hills or to do step ups, step downs. Outdoors, we have natural terrain, and most of you that participate in a boot camp nearby here know that you have the big hill. What is that, about 7 stories, 8 stories, that big hill. So you've got great natural terrain. Indoors, we've got controlled air. It's great for people with allergies. It's great because the weather is noise cooperative. But outdoors, we just have open skies and it feels beautiful. We have the wind and the breeze. Indoors, a clean atmosphere. Most buildings are well maintained. Fresh coat paint looks good. Outdoors, grass and natural elements. Sun. We've got birds chirping. We can see trees, etc. So it's nice too. Indoors, music, social. Outdoors, it's just nature and not as many people. You don't see a lot of people. You're not distracted by a lot of people. And people that are self-conscious like it outdoors because they don't feel like as many people are looking at them or judging them. Indoors in a building, you have that safe feeling too, like you're inside and you're secure. Outdoors feels like we're roughing it. So people that really like to work out in the gym and like to do classes in the gym might not feel as comfortable outdoors, whereas there's a lot of people that won't join gyms that like to work outdoors too. Some of the things to consider. I like it. A lot of people are shaking their heads. Yeah, I get it. It's good. Getting started. How would you get a boot camp started? Get started by referrals from clients or friends. So I did a boot camp and I sent out 30 emails. And from there, people referred it on to their friends and asked family members to come. And before you know it, you've got a big class coming in. You can approach local area businesses. Let them know that you're running a boot camp nearby. Hanging out, being seen. So I did a boot camp at this big hill. So I used to go there every day and run up and down the hill, and a lot of people were walking by or walking up and down and would ask me, or just say hello and comment, and I would think, oh, by the way, I'm running a class here. So I actually got a few clients that way, just coming out that way. Posters and handouts, so you can hang them at the local community bulletin boards. Neighbors, let everyone in your neighborhood know. They see you, they see that you're fit, they see you walking around or running all the time. They are curious. People watch you wherever you go, so they're curious what you're doing. Advertising, you can advertise in your community bulletin. Websites, if you have a website, or a friend or a business that has a website, they can advertise for you. Any other ideas? Do I have any geniuses in the crowd? Facebook. Great idea. And actually, I've done it. Okay, good. Moving on. Elements of boot camp. And I'm going to wrap it up soon for you guys, too. There's the warm-up. These are just some of the suggestions, and I would love to hear some more suggestions. We have pylon drills, circuit training, combat, kicking and punching, terrain training. Does anyone know what terrain training is? They're all giving me this puzzled look. Terrain. Is there a park bench nearby? You could step on the park bench and do some step-ups. You can hold the park bench and do push-ups. If there's logs nearby, you could be holding the logs and doing jump over the logs. If there's a little stream, you can have people running back and forth jumping the stream. If it's parkland, why not go for a jog? If there's a big hill, climb the hill. Terrain training is awesome. You just look at the natural surroundings and create your class that way. Running is usually a big part of boot camp. Balance work, partner work, team drills, core work. Core is the buzzword of this decade. Everyone loves to know that they're doing some core work. Big news flash, you're using your core even when you're running. So the core work is something really cool to integrate into your class. Stretching at the muscles, especially in the legs afterwards, because you do so much leg work. Coaching, for all of you new to personal training and instructing, coaching, you want to create a supportive setting for your class. Be specific in your positive and your negative feedback so that they understand what you're talking about when you're coaching them. Push harder. Those aren't push-ups.